All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Paul Harrell here, 870-275-9799. We haven't given the phone number out the entire hour. It's kind of been a pretty jam-packed show, 870-275-9799. I'm joined now with Colonel Paul Deckert, and he is from the Center for Security Policy. I've interviewed one of his colleagues before. He's in town because he was testifying for State Representative Brant Smith's Law in American Courts bill, or Arkansas Law in Arkansas Courts bill, and it was just defeated in the Judiciary Committee. Again, Jeremy Hutchinson, the chair of that committee. Colonel Deckert, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Paul. I'm glad to be here. And in an abundance of fairness, I believe that there were some parliamentary procedures that were put in place to where we can't say it was defeated. We can say it didn't pass the committee.
Okay.
So out of an abundance of fairness, let's just say it didn't pass. How about that?
It didn't pass, and hopefully we can maybe bring it back up at another time, where we're hoping, because this is a very simple bill. It's common sense, and it's passed in a large amount of states, a surprising number of states.
That's very true, and I was fortunate enough to be able to testify on behalf of Representative Smith on the House side. So the privilege of being able to come over and testify on the Senate side was welcome. But to your point, 10 states that have passed it. Several of your neighboring states have passed this. Louisiana, Tennessee, among the earliest to have done so. You've got Kansas, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Alabama, North Carolina. Florida's recently passed something on this. Montana's got something that is at the final stages. It's halfway through the great state of North Dakota.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of activity on this. There's a lot of people that are concerned that they're going to have some sort of intrusion, and they've seen it, particularly in the areas of domestic or family law.
Yeah, absolutely. And, judges do ridiculous and stupid things all the time where they're not actually using the law, interpreting American law. So, I mean, this is a problem. What do you say to Governor Asa Hutchinson, who says this bill is trying to fix a problem that doesn't exist? What do you say to that?
I would hope that would not be the phrase that he used, because that's the tagline for the ACLU. So I would hope that that's not the phrase that he would use. I would hope that there was a little bit more intellectual rigor that went into the opposition. To just use an ACLU tagline. You mentioned to your audience at the beginning that I'm a retired colonel, and I often use this military analogy when we're trying to educate people, because that's what we do at the center, is trying to educate people. We're a nonprofit. We don't charge anybody anything. We don't pay anybody anything, but we do show up places and try and help educate people. So one of the things that I like to try and do when we're trying to educate people is to point out, from a military point of view, there's something called being left of bang, which means you act before the explosion. Okay? So you want to analyze things. There's actually a book about it. It goes into a lot of neat tactical stuff, so anybody out there wants to look it up on Google, it's a good read. Name of it's Left of Bang. For our purposes, what it means is the legislature has an opportunity to lead. The court system is essentially, bang has occurred. We're now right of bang. We're now in court. We're trying to solve the problem. So the legislature has a chance to lead by giving guidance. And that guidance comes out so that the court can say, aha, well, this is the way this should be done. So it's an opportunity to get ahead of a problem. So when somebody says something like, this is a solution in search of a problem, it's a statement that says, I'm inherently incapable of leadership because I can only fix things after they're broken. I can't foresee them and do them in advance.
Colonel Paul Deckert from the Center for Security Policy, everyone, and that was an answer to the question of what do you think about what Governor Hutchinson thinks of the American Law and American Courts bill, and there you have it. Colonel Deckert, I appreciate you being on the program, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Paul.
And coming all the way in to testify, and hopefully this bill can get new life, and it's common sense. It just, and there clearly is an issue here. Look up that, Google that, folks, Left of Bang. We've got one more hour coming.